Thank you to this episode's sponsors, Nakata, Motonomic, Easy to Recruit, Think Car, and Ben. In the final episode of Garage Talk Unwrapped for 2025, we're at the British Motor Show as Chris Haynes sits down with Tim Shaw. We celebrate the Garage Star Awards winner, Apprenticeship Central highlights the real benefits of apprenticeships, and we head to Silverstone for the FixMyCar Awards. We take a closer look at the future of vehicle safety as Hella and Oldfields explore ADAS, bring you something completely different with an exclusive AI-generated industry band in support of Ben, and prove that tradition still has a place in a changing world as Vauxhall makes us a proper English cup of tea using an EV van. Tim Benson leads us into Christmas, and we wrap things up with Autowave creating a spare key for a VW Golf. First up is Chris Haynes and Tim Shaw.
Incredible legacy.
Yeah, it is. It's very humbling.
Can we talk about how it came about? Because they literally, okay, so the internet to some extent has changed the world, but to me, it's the first thing, in the amount of times that Fuzz and I have said, buy the Haynes manual. Have you got the manual? Have you got the manual? To a point where you don't even refer to it as a Haynes anymore, it's just the manual. It says there's only one, and it's your one. I want to know the process of how it came about, and then also, most interestingly, who writes them, and how does that happen?
Well, originally it was my father.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So let's go back in time. Why?
So if you go right back to the beginning, when he was a schoolboy in Kent, he wanted to build a sports car, couldn't buy sports cars because they were all being sent to America to repay the war. So youngsters were taking saloons and modifying them.
Yeah.
And he actually got into a bet with a pair of brothers who could build a special quickest. And my father won the bet. But
what was your dad doing at this stage? What was he?
He was a schoolboy.
Schoolboy.
16 years old.
Right. Wow.
And he was, as he always said to me, he was no good at sport. And his housemaster was very kind and said that he could do this instead.
Okay.
And so he built this Austin 7 Special, but whilst he was doing it, lots of people were asking him, how did you do that? And he was an artist, so he started drawing and making notes, and then he went and used the school art centre, Gestetno or whatever, the cassette printer.
So let me ask you, at this stage, were there any manuals?
No.
There was nothing?
No.
Because these days, people do document things with phones. Whenever we take any of these pieces, we take photos, as I'm sure you'd agree with.
Well, Haynes was the go-to reliable source for anything automotive.
Yeah.
And now, of course, with digital technology, that's sort of waned a little bit. There's so much out there.
Okay.
As you say, you go into Google and
so here he is, using the art labs or whatever it is, or the studios, and he's doing the drawing. What was he drawing? Have you got these early sketches?
line drawings.
Right.
Simple as that. Just simple black and white line drawings. And he produced a little pamphlet, put it 2-line advert in Autocar, sold out of 250 in 10 days. So he did a rerun. And that was kind of like the very first moment where he kind of thought, well, this is interesting. And then he joined the RAF, got into motor racing. He needed to fund his motor racing, so he started writing books.
I'm noticing this thing where what's interesting about any company that's on the planet, it often starts with something like this, just a hobby. Something you're doing for the love of it, as opposed to, or for the need of it.
So important.
And
you've got to love what you do.
If you think about the size of the business, they are globally known, hundreds of millions have sold.
Yes.
Haynes manuals are synonymous with cars.
Yes.
They wouldn't surprise me.
And bikes.
And bikes, absolutely, yeah. And boats, yeah, exactly. And tanks, yeah, of course. I think I got the Challenger 2 one year for a birthday present. Okay, so there he is, and he's selling these sketches off to people who are randomly.
Well, that wasn't the first manual.
Right.
That was just a publishing. So for the first, 10 years, he was just producing books to fund his motor racing. The first manual came about when he was stationed in the RAF in Aden, in Yemen.
Right.
And a friend of his had a Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprite.
Right.
And he wanted to restore it, and asked my father if he could help him. And my father looked at the manuals, the owner's manuals that came from the manufacturer, and thought, these are so complicated. And he said, I think I can do better than this. And so he went and bought a second-hand camera, a Nikon camera from a local shop. He said, yes, I'll help, but as we go along, I want to photograph and I want to do all this stuff. And so they had the engine on the engine block on the kitchen table for 4 weeks with my mother.
What's lovely about what you're talking about here is that this was because he was a petrol head and he was doing the right thing to help other people out.
Yeah.
It was less about making money, surely, at this thing. You didn't think about money back then. It was
My father never, the money was never the issue.
So it's all the right reasons.
Yeah, it was always about giving back to something that gave him so much.
Yeah.
And
so was he the mechanic as well?
yes, but
He was a
he
smart
wasn't
guy.
He wasn't a mechanic in the sense of a trained mechanic.
No.
He always said he was probably the world's worst mechanic.
Right.
Whenever he had to have a photograph of it pointing at something and get my mother to put her finger there because his fingers were all cut and bruised and bashed.
I clearly remember those pictures, and so it was your mum's thing of pointing at something.
Yes, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
this was very organic in the way this came about.
Yeah, and they did that one manual, and then they realised that actually put a different cover on it, and you can produce, I can't remember what it was now, got blank, but it was a Sprite or something that basically shared virtually all the same component parts. So you could basically lift, cut and paste large sections of the original manual into the new manual.
Sharing the same engine, which
Exactly.
whatever it happens.
Exactly. And then, I think he did about 10 manuals himself, and then he made the very big decision to leave his career in the RAF to become a full-time publisher.
By this stage, was it taking off? Was it working for him? Was it becoming known as the Haynes Manual?
Yeah, it was, and there wasn't anybody else really doing it. Certainly not the level that he. Because the most important thing about the manual was the fact that every car was stripped down, photographed, recorded, and the whole process was done real. It wasn't done AI or whatever.
Yeah.
It was actually done
for real.
And therefore the information that was shared was information shared from a genuine experience rather than just from reading it from a book.
So what's the process then? A new car comes out. When do you make the decision as a company to go, we need to make
When they've sold
manual
enough
of the McLaren P1? Say again?
When they've sold enough of them.
So is that how it is? Is it?
Well, I think the metrics were 3 years old, had been in production for 3 years, and have sold 100,000 units. But don't quote me on that because I was never an employee of the publishing group. So but I think that was kind of the general idea.
So let's say a car hits that point. Did the company get to a stage where it would go and invest in buying one of these? Take to pieces to rebuild, or just to?
Sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
So
And sometimes they'd hire them.
Right, what? Hire the car to take it to pieces, give it back to Enterprise or whatever? Oh, no way.
No miles on it.
No way. I mean, it makes sense. So you must have employed some pretty top mechanics.
Yeah, there was a very small team actually in Sparkfood, and then we had another team in America who were doing the same thing. They were working in tandem. Paul Buckman was very much one of the leading guys there for many, many years, but there was a very small team, just constantly, just one after another, just constantly doing the work.
A small team, I mean, is the setup like as big as one of these halls? How big is Haynes?
It was basically, I would say, probably like a quadruple-sized garage. That was it for the workshop. And
Really?
Then obviously we had all the printing in-house and everything. I mean, it was a linear company rather, we did everything bar make the paper. The paper arrived on a big roll, and from that point to the point that it gets put on the bookshelf, we did everything in between.
It's quite mind-blowing. It's a big achievement as we've not only won one award, we've won the national award. It's good to have the supportive customers that we have got nominating us.
Last year we came highly commended in the North. This year is fantastic that we've won the national award and also the North award.
100 years for the garage being in the business, and for it to receive an award at this time is just perfect because they've never won anything before, and it means a lot.
The fact that it's our centenary and we couldn't have a better moment to win this award. We've been trying obviously very hard to obviously satisfy customers, the members of the public.
Our customers can be reassured that we are working for them and that we are credited with the award, that we have set a high standard.
At Napoleon Garage, our team and our staff always try and do everything we can for the customer. We would always go the extra mile for our customers, whether it be day or night. We'll always do everything we can to make the customer have a smile on their face. The Motor Ombudsman Repair Record, obviously it's this industry standard. To be part of that and to be approved by the Motor Ombudsman, again, it's customer satisfaction.
Steve, well, seeing Steve, he's been a customer for a very, very long time, and for him to come forward, it shows that he has put his trust into us.
The service that they provided for me was absolutely excellent. You can ask them questions and you know all the time you're going to get an honest answer. It makes me I feel proud of them. Honesty is the best policy, and that's what they are.
You need a trustworthy garage that you know you're going to get a fair deal and a great service. I mean, like, what more could you want?
Introducing All Data Maintenance Schedules, your step-by-step digital service assistant, powered by original manufacturer data for precise, compliant and confident service. Access complete, up-to-date maintenance schedules for every job, routine or complex. Streamline workflows, save time and ensure consistent professional results across your team. OEM data you can trust for 61 brands in 14 languages, accessible anytime. Now with access to even more leading vehicle brands. Protect vehicle warranties, build customer trust and boost workshop performance.
My name's Roman and I'm 22. I've been an apprentice for 2 months. I literally came to this job by chance. I've just enjoyed it so much, and it's not something I actually expected to be doing a year ago. And now I've just gone, yeah, I think this is where I belong. I had a look online, spent like a day researching, and I went, wow, they'd look amazing. That would be so ideal to get to be a part of the company. I watched Wheeler Dealers and Top Gear for like so many years. I would just sit on the sofa with my dad and watch. I wasn't in the auto industry now. I would never not be interested in cars. I will also much prefer how I'm learning now, because I can actually have check-ins with not only my boss, but obviously the LDC. Like, he's lovely, and I can actually have like basically one-to-ones with him. And I did have some of that at uni, but it wasn't the same. It was there maybe be 4 or 5 of us, and it would just sort of be, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Move on. That was it. I think I just feel very comforted, very supported now as compared to uni. Andy is probably the person I've shadowed most, and I think it has literally been from like a week in terms of like working through all of the different like websites and software. It'd be Rob, because he was showing me like how Thatcham works, what we use it for, going through like a few YouTube videos. I think probably those are those two. First thing that Andy taught me was keep an open mind, because if you start stressing and worrying, you might end up rushing a job. It's like, at the end of the day, if you start rushing jobs, by the time you think it might be quicker getting it out and getting it sorted, if you make a mistake, it's going to take so much longer for it to be then sent back to you, then sent back forward, and it's not going to be worth it. In particular, he said, take lots of photos when you go around the car and inspecting for damage. It's like, take lots of photos. He was like, tell a story of how the accidents happened and go through it like that, which has been really good. I think it's just the fact that I feel really supported, and it's the fact that I can learn whilst doing jobs separately. I think it's the mix of the two. First of all, if you know anyone who's done an apprenticeship, like personally, ask them about the apprenticeship experience in particular, rather than like necessarily the area. I think just sort of see it as not necessarily something you would have to stay in, but seeing it as like something that is going to help you move forward, because it's an apprenticeship. It's not a degree, because that degree is all fancy. An apprenticeship is as well. An apprenticeship is, at the end of the day, it's still quite fancy.
Welcome to our 7th Garage Awards. I have never, ever in all my time, ever come across an industry that is so competitive, but really collaborative. And what you do is incredible. It takes dedication, it takes commitment, and it takes passion.
And the winner is SM Brakes. Congratulations.
Steve, Rebecca, congratulations on your regional award today, SM Brakes in Scotland. What does it mean, Steve, to be recognised like this?
So massive, it's end of the year, so a bit of appreciation. As a garage, you don't get much of that, so it's good to accumulate that at the end of the year. Getting a big event like this, it's always a great night, and getting a trophy at the end of it is just a wee cherry on top of the cake.
Is it proof that you're doing things right?
It's a wee bit, aye, so you don't get much, like I said before, you don't get much appreciation, so like when you get stuff like this, you take a wee look back and it's like, must be doing something right to get an award like this.
Now Rebecca, you're not involved in the business, but you're the man's wife.
Yep.
It's a massive support for Steve, of course. It must mean a lot to you as well to see all that hard work, all them long hours he's been out to be recognised tonight.
Absolutely, it's really nice just to see all his hard work pay off and just see how much his business is thriving, so he deserves it.
Well, you deserve it as well. Without your support, Steve wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, but he's a grafter, he's the one that earns it.
But Steve, it is important, isn't it? And I know Rebecca's played down her part there, but without that support...
Aye, so without the support back home, then it's difficult for me to go out and do work the way I do it. So having the support at home, having the family life, having that good balance makes a massive difference. If I didn't have Rebecca supporting me, then things would probably be a lot different, I'd imagine.
And finally, you are on the FixMyCar platform. What's that meant for the business?
So I've said this loads of times, and you probably see it elsewhere. FixMyCar started my business. When I first started out, I just started in the back of my car. And if it wasn't for FixMyCar, then I don't think I'd have a company today. So the platform gave me that sort of first confidence to go out and start quoting jobs, getting customers in, and I think I'll be loyal to them forever, just for that.
It's great to see the smile on both faces. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much.
The winner is H&R Motors.
Callum and Natasha from H&R Motors in St Helens. You've won the regional award at the FixMyCar Awards. What's it mean to you guys?
Yeah, it does mean a lot. I mean, we've been on the platform a good couple of years now, and we won it last year. To win it again this year is really, really good. We weren't expecting it. I was expecting to just come here, fill numbers, but I wasn't really paying attention when they announced it, to be fair, and when they said that we got it. It does mean a lot, especially coming back second year and winning it again.
And as a partnership, a team that works together, it must mean a lot to the whole family, Natasha.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I wasn't with Callum when he started the business. He started it with one of his friends. I was with you when you bought him out, wasn't I? And watching him grow to who he is now and how good the garage is now is just amazing.
But I think the support of a partner is massive, though, isn't it, in running any business?
Yeah, I mean, the business platform and the business plan has changed a lot over the past probably 2-3 years. Since Tash has been with me, having the support from her from day dot has been really, really good. Us having a son now obviously changes a lot of things with business as well.
Yeah.
So having a 1-year-old at home definitely changes things. But Tash's confidence and Tash's help along with everything that she brings is really good for me, knowing that everything at home is really good, and obviously the help that she can offer me in work, it's invaluable.
And of course you are on the FixMyCar platform. What has that done for your business?
It's done a lot. I'll be honest, probably 50-60% of my work comes from FixMyCar. It's easy to get work, it's been easy to carry out the work. There's no faffing that you get with other companies that were, that you're bidding for work and all that type of stuff. It's just, it's an easy way to get work, and it's always been easy from the start. There's no complaints from me for whatever reason at all.
Congratulations to you both and everybody at H&R Motors.
Thank you very much.
The Liam Payne Achievement Award is a new award for 2025. The award has been created to honour the legacy of our friend and colleague Liam, who unfortunately passed away in August 2024. I think a lot of us wouldn't be in this room tonight if it wasn't for Liam's hard work and dedication and just pure passion for the automotive industry. I am honoured tonight to be standing next to Liam's brothers Harry to present this award.
Jack and Alicia from Duffy's Motors, 2 awards tonight. Best garage in the North East and the Liam Payne Achievement Award for Liam that sadly passed away last year from FixMyCar. What does it feel like tonight to be rewarded twice?
Yeah, very proud and upload, just recognition basically for all our hours and hard work.
And it's your business, Jack?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hours that are unappreciated. Does tonight make all that worthwhile?
Yeah. All hours like night times and weekends, and it's worthwhile, yeah.
And Alicia, you're a female mechanic.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be recognised for your work as well? Because in this industry, we're trying to attract more people, and especially females. How does it feel to recognise that?
It's great, to be honest. There's not a lot of females in it, so it's nice to be recognised.
What would you say to other females that want to join the industry?
Honestly, just go for it. It's a lot better than you think it is.
Because at the end of the day, you can do a job, can't you? That's all it's about. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, it's what you can do. Congratulations to yourself. Finally, Jack, you are on the FixMyCar platform. What do they mean to your business?
It just helps you grow your business, and obviously constant new customers, and it just helps you basically grow your business and get recognition what you do a whole work for.
And you'll be very proud going back to the North East tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Bit big broad shoulders.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Congratulations, well deserved. Well done.
Thank you.
And the winner is Quantum Automotive.
Colin, Neil from Quantum Automotive Northern Ireland, regional winners for the FixMyCar Awards. What does it mean to brothers?
Everything. I grew up in this industry, and I'm so proud to bring my brother along with their journey. I've been in this industry since I was knee height. My father had a garage, and it's really all I ever have known. And I've been very teary today after winning this award. Yeah, it means a lot to me.
But that's not a bad thing for your brother to be teary, is it?
No,
because it means something.
I'm glad that he's won it, because he's worked hard for 25, 30 years professionally, and it's a big achievement for him, and I'm over the moon for him, and I'm glad that I was able to help him.
It's not just for me, it's for both of us. Yeah. It takes both of us to run the company.
No, absolutely.
And it takes everybody behind us two to run the company as well. It's not just us two, it is a collective effort every single day, putting out fires, and everybody within our company deserves this award. It's not for me, it's not for you, it's for these three guys behind us and everybody else.
As business owners, Neil, it's for all those long nights, isn't it, where people don't appreciate when the lights are on, just you two are there fixing cars or doing the accounts, or people don't see that, do they?
They don't see what goes on in the background, jobs that should take an hour, take 3 hours because of various issues, and then you're fighting fires, right? Well, we need to put other jobs back, and you're constantly at it, both from an administrative point and obviously, I joke with people, my brother makes the money, I spend it, and that is the reality, and it's a very fine balance, and to keep the wheels turning.
And finally, Colin, to your good self, what does it mean as a family? Forget everything else spoke about. What does it mean for the family name?
Well, I rang my mum after we got the award, and she was crying, so she knows the hardships that we have came through as a family. It hasn't been easy for us.
No.
Sure it hasn't. It hasn't been easy for us. We weren't born into money or with silver spoons in our mouth. We've grafted for everything we have. We started with the tools that was in my toolbox, and for my mum to break down on the phone to me, it shows what it means. Yeah?
We can feel the emotion to both of you, and obviously to the rest of the family. Congratulations to you. Go and enjoy it.
Thanks for your time. Cheers.
Organising this event is not Amy's job. She's done this voluntarily from the goodness of her heart, and she's worked tirelessly on this for nearly a year.
And the winner is Mobile Mechanics and Tires.
Before today, what's your experience of ADAS calibration?
So obviously we see it in the garage, obviously after repairs, we often send them out to companies that do ADAS, or we have mobile services, but never really had any interaction with it personally. But it's definitely something we're seeing more and more frequent now in the workshop.
And then your thoughts on the diagnostic tools that you've had a look at today as well? Yeah, actually,
Really nice stuff. We've had a look at two options today. The data platform integrated into it is pretty good. Best I've seen actually from a lot of diagnostic equipment. Easy to use, layout's quite good, it's very straightforward. It seems very user friendly and easy to navigate.
What was you expecting from today? Did you sort of get the answers that you were looking for?
With Heather coming today, really, I was looking to sort of get a better understanding of the system, how it works, and for me, from a commercial aspect, how difficult it is to do. What is the realistic chance of return on the investment that you're going to make on doing this kit? So, yeah, I certainly had all those questions answered. It's really good to have an understanding for me, so you can think about the commercial aspects of it later.
Can you talk us through the equipment that you showcased today?
So today I'll be using the CSC Tool Mobile that I bought here in the VW Arteon, the 360 mats that we use for Volkswagen Audi Group, and obviously the Radar Evo plates for front radar.
What's the next step in this process?
So if Tim and the guys here are happy with seeing the equipment and they'd like to invest in it, we would come in and do what we call product training or product induction. Once they're happy and they're getting a bit of confidence with the products, with the diagnostic tool, with the ADAS system and understanding how it works, then we sort of get them booked in with Steve Fox, our technical training manager, and go through an AOM 230 IMI accreditation.
Perfect, thank you very much.
So this month on Garage Talk we have an exclusive, the launch of Frankie Spanners and the spark plugs. You've been privileged to see it. What's your thoughts?
It's incredible. Anything different that we can do to engage the industry, and it covers so many different topics, so everyone can identify with something in it, and it's such a new and innovative way to get the message out across the industry. I'm really looking forward to it.
So let's see the first video.
Let's do it.
All right, folks. Name's Frankie Spanners. I'm the world's first AI bluesman built for the soul of the automotive industry. I sing the stories that live in every workshop, the wins, the graft, the lessons, and the people who keep the wheels turning. Every tune I write carries something real, a bit of wisdom for the trade, a bit of truth for the techs, and a whole lot of heart for the ones who show up every day. So if you've ever lived the garage life, you'll hear yourself in my songs. Where talk meets tunes, that's where you'll find me. Download my album across all major music streaming sites. The Garage Gospel Volume 1. Peace and love, Frankie.
There we have it. What's your thoughts?
It's really cool. So different, and I hope everyone kind of sees what it's meant to be and takes it for what it is.
And the reason you're talking about it, it's all for charity.
It is.
We don't know who it is behind, of course, because it's AI generated. What does that mean for Ben?
I think just getting that message out again across the industry and doing it for charity just makes it even more special. Like, we don't know who's done it, so it's an incredible thing to do, and it's very selfless for that person to be doing it for us. It's amazing.
So creative as well, isn't it? If people have got to get behind this campaign, support it, because the money's going towards helping the whole industry.
Yeah, and I think listening to it is what's going to generate that income. So the more you can listen to it, the more you can share it and get the message out. That would be incredible, because that's what's going to make it happen.
What do you make of the voice?
I can listen to it as I go to sleep. It's very soothing, chilled. I like it. It's very like Barry White.
Great, so download it,
listen to it, help us out.
Yeah, definitely, and the money goes to Ben.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim speaking. Oh. So we've got a major loss of high voltage power. Our techs have been trained. Have we sent a service reminder to him yet, Dan?
Yeah, he's had an email and a text.
Has he booked in yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet, mate.
Not yet.
Do we know what time he's coming?
Not yet, mate.
When's he getting here?
We don't know, Chris.
When's he coming?
Still nothing.
Has he arrived yet?
No.
Is he here yet?
No, he's not here yet.
Hello? Oh, I've been expecting this call. You've got a problem? Okay, we'll come to you, that's fine. Right, I've got to go.
Santa needs your help today, guys. We've got to be good.
That's not good. I'm going to need to call for backup. Let's make that call.
Tim, you gorgeous man! How the devil are you? I was literally just thinking about you.
Yeah, I haven't got time for that. I need you, and I need you to come now.
No worries. All right, I'm on my way. Shopton Radio, this is Helicopter Golf Tango Golf Romeo Zulu. Permission to take off to the North Pole.
Is here. Here we are again, lads. We've ordered a set of shoes and a service kit. We've also got an electrical system fault to look at as well. Now, let's get back to work.
Bell lube to fix this.
Here you go. I've got the bell lube and the shoes. Hi Julian, it's Tim.
Hi Tim, how's it going? Who? Yeah, of course, that's no problem at all. Do you need it right away, do you? Okay, not a problem. We'll get Ricardo in the car now and get it sent over to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See ya.
Guys, we're all ready for you.
Awesome.
Thanks for saving Christmas again, Oldfields. Ho, ho, ho.
For tools and machinery, come to Machine Mart. Experts in our 65 superstores help you choose from the vast range, including air compressors, tool chests, stoves, welders, generators, water pumps, heaters, power tools, and much, much more. Or just order by phone or online. Look out for our money-saving special offers. Our free catalogue contains hundreds of price cuts and great new products. Or visit our website with thousands more specialist products in Machine Mart Extra. Shop in-store, online, or call.
Hi, welcome to another video brought to you by Autowave. In this video, we've got a Golf Mark 7 2018. It's got a private plate on it though. It's a GTE model with a virtual cockpit. Now we're going to use ACDP to do a spare key on this vehicle. Now it's a little bit more complex because we have to remove the instrument cluster and take it apart. The lucky thing is that we have got a working spare key. So we'll go in the vehicle, I'll show you the working spare key, we'll connect into the vehicle, do an OBD detect, ensure that we can do the job, and then I'll show you how to remove the instrument cluster, how to read it on the bench, and how to add the spare key, all on this video. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I just wanted to show you, you've got the working key, locks and unlocks, and this is the new key. We've already cut it. It's an AUT RK0079, and obviously the remote's not working. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my foot on the brake and start the vehicle. Now this is an electric vehicle, well it's GTE, so obviously you can't hear the engine, but you can just watch. We're moving backwards because this is a fully working key. So if I put the new key in and try and start the vehicle, obviously it doesn't start the vehicle. Immobilizer active. So this is obviously a non-working key. To the vehicle via OBD, and just do an OBD detect just to show you that the job can be done. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect the ACDP device, which is connected to my laptop via USB. I'm going to connect it to OBD into the vehicle, turn the ignition off, connect it to OBD, and that's all connected. So what I'd like to do now with my working key, I'm going to turn the ignition on, I'm going to go onto my ACDP device, go to VW, go to MQB IMMO, MQB 48, IMMO, and OBD identify. So this is going to read me the part number of the instrument cluster so I can check if it's supported or not. And it'll also give me the key data and give me various things. So I am going to press continue now on the screen. And there we go. So it's got the VIN number, it's got the part number for the actual instrument cluster, what type of instrument cluster it is, and various other things, if the key's learned, etc, etc. So I'm good. I know that I've got communication with the cluster. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try, now I know this will be unsuccessful, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to try and obtain the IMMO data by reading by OBD. Now if this fails, which in this case it will, what I will have to do is I'll have to take the cluster out, read the data from the cluster, convert that into immobilizer data using the ACDP, then with that data make a dealer key, and then plug back into the vehicle to learn the keys in. So you can see here, again, it's pulled up the system info. Now it's going to try and read the data, which is the IMMO data, and it says on there unsupport OBD mode, unsupport OBD read IMMO data. So that means I'm going to have to do the job on the bench. Now I'm going to show you, I've unclipped most of the panels anyway, I'm going to show you how to remove the instrument cluster, and then we can get on with the next stage of the video. So now what we need to do first of all, you'll have to remove this trim around the radio, which just clips out. Once we've clipped that out, it will allow, if you see here there's another little connector, it'll allow you to unclip this part. Before you do that, you need to pull the cowling up. This is just clipped down, so you pull that off. That will unclip, allow you to pull this clip out, and along the way you will need to also just undo this clip. There's two Torx screws down at the bottom. I've removed them already here, as you can see. And then, now these are very, very tight. You will have to pull with some force, but you'll be able to pull the instrument cluster out. And then once you've pulled the instrument cluster out, you will just need to disconnect. You've got one connector here at the top, which has got like a little clip on it, which is standard VAG style. And then you've also got your fiber optic connections here. Now this loom is normally connected onto this little bit of plastic here as well, so you will need to undo that. Obviously I've already undone that. Now if I just carefully take this out, it's a very expensive instrument cluster. So just to recap, unclip this bit, unclip the top of the cowling, unclip the fascia, and unclip this vent. That will allow you access to the screws. Take the screws out, pull the cluster out. Very tight instrument cluster, but keep pulling, it will come out. Obviously be careful not to damage the cluster. Now we'll take this inside and we'll read the data on the bench. Okay, so on the back of the instrument cluster we have 3 screws. Can remove those screws. I've already taken 2 of them out. That is for the speaker. We also have the screws around the outer edge. Again, I've already taken them out. They're all silver screws. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just take all the screws out. Now I can take the speaker out just carefully. And there's a little connector here for the speaker. Right, we'll also need to disconnect this little plug here because that's for the fan. So I'm just going to take that plug out. So that plug is now released. And then you've got some lugs on the side. You undo those on either side. And then it will allow you to take the back cover off. And again, the part number that we read earlier using the ACDP device is the same part number that we've got here. Now, the next thing I will do is I need to separate this board from here in order to read it. So I'm going to disconnect this ribbon. I'm going to disconnect this red plug. Careful of your cables. I'm going to disconnect this ribbon here as well, just by pulling those bits. And then finally, I'm just going to disconnect this red connector with the ribbon connector on it as well. So now I've done that, it'll allow me to carefully lift this off. I can take this part out of the way. Now this is the bit where obviously you have to be very careful because we're going to remove this plastic outer trim and also the metal coverings. Now they're held in by these lugs. So you can get obviously a small flat blade and just open them up, and then it'll allow you to take the metal casing off, which I am going to do now. And then I just take this plastic trim off as well. Just comes off quite easily, like so. So now I've exposed the circuit board, and the important bit for me is this microprocessor here, because okay, so now we've identified which processor is on the circuit board. Now it's going to allow us to connect our MQB adapter using our ACDP device. Okay, so we're going to go to MQB IMO. It's MQB48 ICP read dashboard. Now, because I've identified that this is a 3526 at the end, I can see the menu that I need to go onto. So I select into the menu and I've got a potential of 5 different boards. So I would select the help section, and that gives me a photo of each instrument cluster. So I have to match up which instrument cluster. So I've gone through each one and I've established that the instrument cluster is this one. So that looks exactly the same as what we have there. Okay, so this gives me instructions on exactly how to connect, and I'm going to be using the MQB 81. So it shows you what I'll need, which I have here. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect it as per the diagram. Okay, so now I'm successfully connected. I'm just going to connect my ACDP device. So that's all now connected nicely. I'm going to go ahead and read my IMO data. Okay, I've got good pin contacts, so that's good. I'm going to continue. It's connected to the instrument cluster. Now it's going to decrypt the chip and it's going to start reading everything. Read the data successfully. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue. Now, it's going to save all the data from the instrument cluster. It will do it all automatically on the ACDP device. So there we go. So that's all done. So we've read the data from the instrument cluster. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the dealer key. So if I go back into here, I've read the dashboard. Now I'm going to press IMO. So we've identified, we are going to now obtain the IMO data. We obtain the IMO data by what we've just read. So it says on the screen, prepare the reading of the meter chip. If it has an external EEPROM, we also need that. So that's fine. We haven't got an external EEPROM. We've just got the data from here. So you can see I've saved my data. open that file. It's loading up that data. Then it's going to ask me if I've got any external EEPROM, which I haven't. I'll select no. And at that point, it will calculate the immobiliser data. Once I've calculated the immobiliser data, I will then be able to make a dealer key. Once a dealer key is made, we just need to go into the vehicle and learn the keys back in, which will quickly put the instrument cluster back together. We don't need to load the external EEPROM. There we go. It will be calculated. So now it's calculating the immobiliser data. Please save the immo data. Okay, so you can see here it's got our component security, it's got all the data, the keys that are stored in the vehicle. If I hit OK, so now what I need to do is I need to make a dealer key. So I've obtained my immo data, make dealer key. It's an add key scenario. So I'm going to generate a new key. For this, I will need my adapter, which comes with the device, and we are going to connect that. So, right, generate new key. So it says OK. So it says, place a PCF key adapter and put the working key in there, which I've done. Reading key data, that's right, it's got it, that's fine. Select the IMMO data, which is what I'm about to do, and there we go, we've got IMMO data. That's the correct IMMO data. I can see all my data on the screen, and I hit continue. Please save sync data. So now I'm saving the synchronization data, which is just done. So now it's asked me to put the blank key. So I take my working key out and put my new Autowave key in and press continue. Reading the key data, it's unlocked. It's a VW. It's about to begin, so making the dealer key. Writing the key data, make dealer key finish. So now all we need to do is we need to put the instrument cluster back together, connect into the vehicle, and as you'll see on the options here, OBD. So we've got the instrument cluster. I'm going to plug it back in, and then we're going to learn the keys in via OBD. I'm already connected via OBD, so everything is good to go. So the instrument cluster is plugged back in. As you can see, it's all lit up. Now I've got my keys. I've already made it into a dealer key, so I'm just going to go ahead and OBD learn the key. So I'm going to select OBD learn. I'm already connected via OBD, so OBD learn, press OK. I'm just going to put the original key with the ignition on. So if you've got a working key, insert it and turn the ignition on. That's correct. We've got continue, select the IMMO data, which I've already got, which is here. So with the IMMO data, it's going to allow me to go into learning mode. Now on the dashboard, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll just close the door so you'll be able to see on the dashboard. So press continue. Number of keys is 2. So I've got number of keys 2. So have all the keys ready. That's right. Continue. So now it's putting it into learning mode. You see here key mode 0 of 2. Now take that key out and I'll put the next key in. Key mode should go to 2 of 2. There we have 2 of 2 keys. So that's all done, and I press continue. That's finishing the process now. There we go. Key mode 2 of 2 is exiting the key learning mode on the dashboard on the device. Learn keys finished. Number of keys learned 2. Okay, so that's 2 keys learned. So now I'll take my new key out, do the central locking. As you can see, locked, unlocked, original key, locked, unlocked, and I'll very quickly start the vehicle so you can see. So bearing in mind this is an electric vehicle, I'll put all my trims and everything back together after. So this is the new key, that's the original key. New key, start the vehicle, it's electric, take that out, and obviously also the original key starts the vehicle.